Hey everyone, today I want to talk why Germany is becoming the top most destination for Indian students' parents. So let's talk what makes Germany so appealing. Let's start with the most of the reason, cost. We know we Indian love value for money, and wherever we see buck for our money, we are always seeking that destination. Earlier used to be Ireland, then it became Malta, now it's Germany. And good thing about Germany, there are lots of public universities who got amazing rankings, who got the course you want to read. So it making Germany worthwhile the destination to study abroad while keeping the ranking, the course, and value for money intact. And that's not the only reason. Germany is not only about costing, it's also about variety, it's also about diversity. You can read or you can study medicine, data business, engineering, or cybersecurities, or even any multidisciplinary stream which you want to study, for which you must be exploring US or UK. Now you can also explore Germany for the same. Germany also score well when it comes to getting enough time to look for a job, also stay back after your course get completed. So you get up to 18 to 12, 2 years, 18 months to 2 years to complete your course and look for a job, which again, give you a huge advantage compared to lots of university, lots of destination or countries which probably are now stringent about post-grad visa or of your option to stay back. And when it comes to funding your studies, Germany also score really high because there are lots of scholarships from DAAD, Erasmus Plus. There are so many government and public and private institutions and companies who provide scholarships to study in Germany. Probably there are lots of automobile, lots of research, grants which been offered by Indian government as well as Germany government to seek for. And these kinds of scholarships help you reduce financial burden on your parents, on yourself, and it's like you can get an opportunity to read in the best of the public universities without having a financial burden on you, on your parents. So yes, studying in Germany can actually be affordable without compromising the quality of education. So now let's talk about how many Indian students are already studying and choosing Germany. As per the latest University Living report, approximately 40,000 Indian students have studied in Germany in 2023-2024. So that is around 1.2% of overall Germany student base, wherein if there are 100,000 students, international students in Germany, around 40,000 students are from Indian origin, which is around 1.5%. Overall, this number gonna increase by 300% by 2030. So that's a massive leap, and it shows how fast the Indian interest of studying in Germany is growing. And that also given another advantage that you will not be very selected people. There will be lots of Indian students who are already settled there. So that will help you probably seek better jobs. You will get a comfort of Indian food and Indian culture you can explore without losing the advantage of studying abroad, especially in Germany. And with that, there are also some policy changes. On July 1st, 2025, there was a news which came in that now students can apply for remonstration letter if their visa has been rejected. Yes, that might be not a great news, but that also given opportunity that for each of us to apply to German universities so well in advance and so carefully that you don't need to apply for remonstration letter. And very clear, very important that your visa should be rechecked. So if they are experts, please seek their help, but ensure that you've been very careful and you've been very well prepared before applying for German visa. And for that, they have set up a new digital portal called digital.diplo.de. I repeat, it's digital.diplo.de, wherein the process is completely online. You can upload your documents, fill your forms, and book appointments digitally. So that a huge relief for students in tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 cities, wherein you can apply to your visa digitally. What I'm saying is, please be very well prepared and seek expertise or advice for people who are in this business for long, especially for applying Germany university or German university, because it's not a very simple process. It is easy, but again, I'm saying it easy because I'm doing it for 15 years. But for that student or parents who's applying to Germany or international universities, it's not straightforward. It's not lenient process, right? I would suggest apply on your own or go and seek an education consultant, but do it carefully and do it in advance. Don't leave for the last minute. Don't just feel that, oh, it's just another application. This can change your life for good. Another important update is a block amount in your bank account. From September 1st, 2024, students need to show approximately euro 12,000 per year, which is about euro 1,000 per month. This amount must, I repeat, this amount must be held in your block account before you applying for your visa. Let's talk about the opportunity for part-time and the minimum wage rate. So from January 2025, the minimum wage rate in Germany is 12.82 euro per hour, which definitely help you reduce your financial burden, or it will help you earn your day-to-day expenses. And I always say that one should always explore part-time jobs. They should look for internships, because not only because of money, it gives you access to the markets. Because when you are there and you are studying along with you are doing the internships or part-time job, it helps you understand what are the pearls on the ground, which help you get a long-term employment opportunities. Now let's talk about academics. Germany offers more than 19,000 programs for international students, most of which are studied or are taught in English. Popular courses include engineering, data science, cybersecurity, and business. And some of the top universities include Technical University of Munich, LMU Munich, Heidelberg University, Humboldt University of Berlin, and University of Freiburg. Most of the universities are in top 500 and few are in the top 100 as well. So Germany not only scores on cost, diversity, scholarships, but also on ranking. Let's talk about living cost, and this is very close to me, because this is what I've been doing for my, living. So when you're going to Germany, especially let's say you're going to Berlin or Munich, in Berlin, on an average, you need to shell 1,300 to 1,500 euro per month on your accommodation and your day-to-day living expenses. Whereas if you go to Munich, which is more like Mumbai, you will be spending around 1,500 to 1,800 euro a month, again, which includes your accommodation, conveyance, transport, food, day-to-day, expenses. Let's talk about accommodation, a subject which is very close to my heart. And housing alone will take up half of these living expenses. As I mentioned, students have 4 options to choose from. First, on-campus accommodation, which is university accommodation. They are on campus, and they are the most preferred choice by students and parents. But unfortunately, they are very limited in nature. So you need to apply early, and you need to keep a second option, which is off-campus accommodation. So first, let's complete on-campus. On-campus, by name suggests, it's on the campus, and they are provided mostly by universities, but they are limited in nature, and the cost varies from as low as 300-400 euro a month to 1,500-1,600 euro a month. Now let's talk about off-campus accommodation. So off-campus has been bifurcated into PBSA or non-PBSA. So PBSA, as name suggests, are purpose-built student accommodation. They are meant for students. All bills are included. Your water, your gas, your electricity, and by virtue of that, it costs anywhere from 600 to 1,800, 2,000 euro a month. I call it value for money, because there's no hassle. Anything go haywire, you go to reception, get it changed. There is no hassle. You can get it replace anything. But yes, it will be a bit expensive than university halls. Now let's talk about non-PBSA. Within on-campus, there is non-PBSA, which is your private apartments or your homestays. So private apartments, as equivalent to is PG or a shared apartments in India or across the world. Again, they are at par or a bit cheaper than university halls, but they are a bit more unorganized. They are a bit, there's no standard. You might get lucky and you get a very good value for money accommodation, but generally, I prefer that be very careful while you're looking to stay in off-campus non-PBSA options, because they are not curated, they are not vetted, right? You might be dealing with a unprofessional or a family, which is not into accommodation, right? But then again, if you're looking for value for money or a cheaper option or budget option, then this off-campus PBSA or shared apartment is a very good option. And last but not least are homestays. The great way to learn local language or local culture, but again you need to be very careful. Mostly they are very safe, they are vetted, curated by government agencies, but there are cases wherein you need to be watchful and careful. They are cheaper than probably university halls and PBSA, but at par with shared apartments or private apartments. Another advantage of homestay, you might get a food included, because you're staying with a family. So yeah, these are the four kind of accommodation and their prices, and accommodation costs 50% of over living expenses. So what's the bottom line? Germany offers a rare combination of top tier education, strong post study opportunities, and at relatively low cost. But it's important to note the landscape is shifting rapidly. So you need to be updated. You need to keep a watch on what's happening with the policy updates and cost increasing on the horizon. Students need to be planned smartly, start early, and stay informed. Because in the end, it's not just about getting a degree. It's about building a life and a career with the right foundation. And for many, Germany could be the place where everything begins. Thank you so much.